I'm assuming you're talking to the horse. Oh, Diesel. Diesel. Yes, he does.
Tonight's game is just around the corner as we start to wrap up the MLB pregame show. But before we go down to the action, let's take a look at a young player to watch for as we give you the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. John Graves is in the glow. And we all suspected this day would eventually come when we saw him drafted in the first round a while back. He's made the journey through the minors, and he makes his major league debut in this one.
This is the first time I've ever been drafted by either the Red Sox or the Braves.
Very satisfying and
Normally, I always get drafted by somebody that I don't want to play for.
Life to reach this moment, and when you finally do, it can be really
baseball.
Overwhelming in a lot of different ways. Not only are you dealing with nerves, but also
how did you already forget what I was playing?
Bigger. The stadium, the crowd, the pressure, it's all amplified at this level. As for this guy, there's been a lot of hype around him since before he was even drafted, so I think everyone is excited to see what he looks like against big league competition.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show. Wednesday night baseball now from Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game interleague series between the Colorado Rockies and the Boston Red Sox. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up.
Why don't you look? Just basically go to fucking Best Buy and see if they have the mod kit. You're just hoping it's on sale. Yeah, that would have been the first thing to check. I'm playing a game.
Tonight is looked at for strike one as we get underway at 7:11 p.m.
I have to throw strikes, otherwise I give up runs.
They've been mired in a team-wide slump of late, as with the loss last time
Major league debut.
8 of their last 9 decisions.
And it's been a little bit of a rocky start to the homestand. Just one win to show for their first 4 games. I think it starts with the pitching.
No, I struck out the first batter.
Good performance out of this starter if they want to turn around their fortune.
And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career punch-out. You can bet his club is hoping for a lot more of that going forward.
Well, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to be a solid one.
Dude, he was great in the World Baseball Classic, and then he actually pitched in the Major Leagues, and he was garbage.
They can go to in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
You know, they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 hole right now. He's been on an absolute tear, hitting over 500 in his last 10 ball games. The baseball must look like
it's really nice to throw a slider at 91 miles an hour.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score.
Curveball, four-seamer, and changeup. Yes. Forkball and changeup are basically the same thing in this game.
2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. First offering on its way. Hit to third. Shaw comes up with it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. And with a quick breather here, take a look at the Red Sox on defense.
Yeah.
It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Matty. Dustin Pedroia, for me, one of the best second basemen in all of baseball. Real grinder.
I always do the standard fastball, changeup, curveball.
He's a perennial all-star.
But then I vary what I add for pitches after I start with those 3.
Stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Yeah.
Chop
then I just kind of alternate what the rest of them are. Sometimes I use sliders, sinkers, splitter.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Oh, classic.
Just tried to paint the 91-mile-an-hour slider on the outside corner and missed, and he still didn't chase it on 0-2 anyways.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's taken him too long to get into his groove. He's now struck out 3 of the first 5 guys he's faced, and I'd say that he's looking pretty strong early on.
Number 26 will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ballgame. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Yeah, that's my issue with the headset I have right now. I have one of the newer sets of Turtle Beaches. It's just really fucking uncomfortable.
It'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2.
I don't know exactly. The Elite 500Ps, I believe, or
time, but a
XPs.
good eye, 1-2.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it.
I don't know where the fuck you are, Bernie.
We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Nick Hundley will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well. And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Gerardo Parra will stand in for the first time, and he's seen that average climb during his current 7-game hitting streak. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing resistance here, and there are 2.
Okay.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam
Soup's ready.
fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the
Turkey
letters.
soup.
Here's Mark Reynolds. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike.
What? You died.
And here's a swing and a miss as they jump ahead of Reynolds here, 0-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in. Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Charlie Blackmon is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th. First pitch on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
The batter, number 9.
Stepping in, DJ LeMahieu. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
0-1 again, and he's at 100% on first pitch strikes, now in the middle innings of this one. No wonder he's pitched so well.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Chopped weakly to the left. throw is not going to be in time to get him, and somehow he's going to wind up with an infield single.
I hate swinging bunts.
He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9.
The only hit I've given up so far is a swinging bunt.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And standing in, the right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Inside with the slider, 2-2.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and
It's
lock
a
him up
hard
inside.
pitch to take.
But, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning.
Yeah,
One hit, one
missed
left.
a little inside
The
with
bottom of
a
inning
slider,
number
but it
4
didn't
we
miss the
go.
plate by much,
The
and he
Red
just
Sox lead
watched it all the way in.
4-0.
It's just a hard pitch to take on 1 and 2.
Number 27.
Surprised they took it.
0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Shortstop, number 27.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the
Dallas
fifth.
is up
And
17-6 on
for the
Washington to
visitors
start
this
the third
evening
quarter.
as they've been taken to task by this starter. Number 26.
They're playing
will dig
very
in.
well.
0 for 1 here in this one.
The first drive, they were just their first offensive drive. They looked borderline unstoppable.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Yeah, a nice job behind the plate. He wants it low, so he's got a good idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
Stepping in now, Nick Hundley. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Gerardo Parra will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in his first five.
No. Not very well. I'm like 2 gigs done.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. Mark Reynolds in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. It wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle.
How is that a ball?
And Reynolds wisely
It's
lays
clearly
off
on the
there. It's
corner,
1-2
you
now.
cock-sucking
After
whore.
that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
Now batting, the center fielder.
I was waiting for a comment like that. Yeah.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. As he'll take a look at ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
No runs, just one hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Grounded to third. Throw on to Ortiz, and that'll retire the side.
One hit shutout through 6 innings.
They're on the short end of an 8-0 score.
But I am only playing the Rockies. It's a pretty good team to start on my MLB debut.
DJ LeMahieu is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at-bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far, as he's had a whale of a ball game.
Yeah.
Nolan Arenado will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
You got exploding skanks?
Swung on and missed 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Boy, it's his 7th inning, and it looks like he's just jumped into the ball game. A strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Carlos Gonzalez is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And he struck him out. Boy, 18 strikeouts on the ball game, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Still 8-0. Number 27 will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Boy, that changeups had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. But it isn't.
Throw on to Ortiz, and that'll retire the side. He's through 8 with the shutout intact. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Boston's out in front, 8-0. Gerardo Parra will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You got to see this through right to the end of the game.
2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
And you know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here, top to bottom.
I can never get more than 20 strikeouts.
As Reynolds is a ground-out victim here, 2 away.
I can only tie the record. I can never break it.
Will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base.
So all of a sudden, they make contact every time.
Thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game.
1 hit shutout with 20 Ks.
What a performance of pitching that we just saw. He was so close to putting his name into the record books, but he's going to have to settle for that complete game 1-hitter.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home top player of the game honors in this one.
No.
You have to figure he'll probably be replaying that 1 hit he allowed over and over in his mind tonight. Nevertheless, he was absolutely brilliant on the mound all throughout.
Getting your ass kicked? No? I play Toronto this time. That could not be fun.
Welcome back to the MLB pregame show. The action is right around the corner, but before we get there, we'll take a look at some young talent you'll see out on the diamond with today's installment of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. John Graves is in the glow. And what a dominant performance he put together in his last start. He had opposing batters off balance throughout and racked up a boatload of strikeouts.
Yeah, he just looked like he was really and, you know, sometimes you can tell a guy is going to dominate from the moment he sets foot on the rubber.
Don't.
They just exude confidence, and their body language kind of says, you ain't touching me today. That's what I saw in him. And even though I was a hitter in my career, it was really fun to watch him make those other guys look silly. We'll see if he's still in top shape in this matchup here today.
All right. Pre-game festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. A great Sunday afternoon for baseball here, north of the border at the Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. 2 of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He enters the day among the league leaders in the AL in RBIs. He's just a huge part of this lineup. Seems like when he goes, they go. We'll see if that's the case in this matchup.
Marco Estrada, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, his
I don't
batting
know.
average against this year is under 250. He's really had his way with the offense.
Devin Travis comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Devin Travis.
Oh.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Now, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, EK. They've been on a real nice run of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games.
But they are in for a tough test here this afternoon as they are facing one of the best pitchers around. But the way they've been playing lately, I don't think they're going to be too fazed by it.
Hit hard on the ground to third. And he's retired here, 1 away. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Yeah, Matt, I cannot wait to get a look at Josh Donaldson, the bringer of rain. Now, he's been a menace to opposing pitchers lately. He's hit 4 home runs in the last 10 ball games. He's shown that he's a serious power threat, so they better be careful not to leave any mistakes out over the plate.
Melvin Upton Jr. comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. This is hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is the left fielder at the track.
Well, that's a great way to start my second career start. Second batter, solo home run.
A solo shot here to left, number 148 for his career. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0. Josh
Probably shouldn't
Donaldson
throw as
is
many
at the plate as he
fastballs
takes
against
a
the
cold
Blue
strike
Jays as
one.
I did
And these
against
guys
the
already
Rockies.
have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Sliders, strike 3.
And then I struck out
And
Josh
that's a
Donaldson.
pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone. With
On
a
a
moment
slider.
now, take a look at the Red Sox on defense.
I gave up a home run to
Brought to
BJ
us by
fucking Upton,
Majestic.
and
Eric,
then
what do we
strike
need
out
to know?
Josh Donaldson.
Well, guys, this defense really revolves around the catcher. Very good back there, blocks a lot of the balls, guides that pitching staff. Really the
Ooh,
most
I missed.
important guy on this defense.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Under it is the left fielder.
And then Encarnacion flew out to the left
No
field.
trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So only 1 hit in the inning on the solo shot, but it's enough to... Troy Tulowitzki.
Well, thankfully they came back and tied the
Back
score
in
at
the
least.
lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Looking at Tulowitzki up there, you can't help but think of all the honors that have come his way, despite some pretty
cannot
significant injury
hit my
setbacks.
spot with my curveball
A
right
perennial
now.
All-Star, a Gold Glover, a Silver Slugger Award winner. This guy can do it all when he's
There
healthy.
we go.
1 and 2. We all remember when Tulowitzki was traded from the Rockies to the Blue Jays late July of 2015. Seemed weird at the time not seeing him in a Colorado uniform, but it really didn't take him that long to make the transition.
No, it didn't. In his first game in a Blue Jays uniform, he went 3 for 3 RBIs and 3 runs scored. Now, that's the way you make a first impression.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
You know, when I see Jose Bautista at the plate with that high leg kick and plate coverage, I kind of feel sorry for the pitcher. I mean, this guy's the man up there.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Chris Colabello will stand in now as we take a look there at his splits between April and May. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
On
Yeah.
0-2, if
Figure you're
that's a
looking up reviews and
curveball,
shit.
a changeup, a sinker.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down.
How much is
3
it full price?
strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to Toronto after this. A nice daytime shot there from one of the many marinas here in Toronto as we're set to go in the 3rd inning of this one. Kevin Pillar digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Center fielder, Kevin.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Oh, that one got the pitcher.
Ow.
Throw to first, but he's safe.
Guy just hit a line drive off of me.
Attention turns back to the man on the mound.
Jeez, how's he doing after that shot?
Russell Martin will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, his batting average is ugly, and his last 10 games have been ugly. Just 2 hits in his last 10.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Devin Travis will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Melvin Upton Jr. stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And did he go around?
Yeah,
No,
I don't see that happening.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. To 2-2 now. Hot shot to third. He's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Josh Donaldson is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
I struck out Donaldson again.
You can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Edwin Encarnacion comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. And this is a ball to Encarnacion. 2-1 now. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. For second,
I throw a fucking curveball on the outside corner, and there's nobody within 40 feet of the fucking first baseline.
The other way here as he checks in with the one-out double. And as we call upon the Toronto leaderboard, you can see he
I
ranks
had no
third on
idea
the
that they
team
were
in that
shifting.
department.
Yeah, he's not setting the world on fire with doubles, but he's getting his fair share. Definitely an important part of this offense.
And Tulowitzki can't come up with that one as he falls behind 0-2 now.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Bradley on the run, but he won't get there. It
Oh, my
falls
fucking
in.
curveball just
And the
hung
runner
up in the
from
air.
second will stay put at third, so the
Thankfully,
runners at the corners
Encarnacion
now
is
with
slower
one
than
away.
death.
All right, fielder number 19.
Stepping in, Jose Bautista. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
The catch is made near the line in left, tagging the runner from third. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Now batter.
At the plate, Chris Colabello. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, they found him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. We played 4 full. It's the Blue Jays 2. Kevin Pillar comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Kevin Pillar.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Chopped foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Russell Martin is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Wow, that was a hell of a fucking catch by Jordan Reed.
Oh, and this ball center
Yeah.
cut right here. Got it right on the barrel. He just drills it into left field for a 1-out single.
First delivery to him on the way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. He keeps throwing the way he is. He can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Melvin Upton Jr. strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
He went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check. They lead it 2-1.
Oh, this game hasn't been quite as good.
Josh Donaldson will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
The 1-0 delivery. Hit in the air to left. Waiting on it, the left fielder looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter,
Edwin Encarnacion steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Fastball in there for a called strike. Fastball called for strike 2.
It's because you own a horse.
Game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. Troy Tulowitzki will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. And that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They still lead it 2-1.
I'm fucking tired. I should have taken a nap.
Jose Bautista steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Well, he's really kept
So it's not like you're doing
himself in the
anything
game here
as
by
of right now.
First pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ball game and kept his team in the ball game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
8 o'clock. What are you doing at 8 o'clock?
So we'll do it again. Now the 0-2 pitch. Nope. That misses 1-2.
I don't think there are too many guys in this lineup that could have laid off that 0-2 pitch. That's a real tough.
Got it. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
You know,
okay.
I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Stepping in now.
Have fun. Enjoy your nap.
As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Ball inside.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, we've talked about it already, but this has just been an absolutely dominating performance out there. That's 14 strikeouts.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Into the box, Kevin Pillar. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And that pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Russell Martin digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Here comes the first pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
No way. Wow, very impressive.
We're waiting to get this.
This is my dream car. I love it.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far, as he's had a whale of a ball game. Devin Travis will stand in for the fourth time now. Still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Grounded to short. Throw over to Ortiz. Gets him 2 down.
The left fielder, number 7.
Melvin Upton Jr. will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Hey, clear away now.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
2 quick outs in the inning. This hitter's job is to work the count, get on base, and give his middle-of-the-order hitters a chance in this inning.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1 and 2 now. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 6-2. So long from Toronto.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Boston Red Sox. 6 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. Our paid attendance at the Rogers Center this afternoon.